What's going on? It's your boy Buddha back in the building for another Last Cloudia information video to answer a certain question that I see get asked a ton in the community, and that is how many crystals do we get on average, recurring, monthly, weekly, daily? It's a question in Last Cloudia because it's a bit confusing. After you've burned through your initial one-time pulls like story, like character grinding, every time you get a character to level 100 you get 1,000 crystals, etc., things like that, you get to the question of how many can I get just by logging in, doing dailies from different events that come up. Well, I'm here to tell you that the LC community has pulled through once again, specifically 2 members. We're going to get into a resource, review it, show it off for anyone who has that question. Hopefully, you won't have to ask anyone anymore. Here we are over in Google Spreadsheets, and let's just give a big shout out to the creators of this resource. You can see we have Lake, who is very famous amongst the LC community for his gold mine website and spreadsheet detailing all Last Cloudia data mined info that you could dream of. And as we can see with him, BCR 2000, the first contributor. I'm guessing this is something that maybe will have multiple hands in it as it continues, depending on who's willing to help out with this, but I think BCR and Lake are maintaining this at the moment. So let's just go over it. What is this? Greetings everyone. This is a visual record of the amount of crystals that we receive per month. Note that the crystals that are recorded are the amount of crystals given to every player. Therefore, in cases like time trials, it will only record the lowest amount possible, since those are pretty much participation crystals. This will assume that you do daily missions daily. There's a total of 5 categories. Daily missions, the 100 crystals per day. Story, these are crystals obtainable from a story update, including missions, minigames, and first clear rewards. Events, these are crystals from any new event or rerun. Daily logins, these are crystals from any new login banners. And gifts, these are crystals given through the mailbox, including compensation and free gifts. If we then look at the timeline, we can see that the first 3 months of 2022 are recording this recurring monthly income of crystals. And starting in January, at the end of it, we had a total of 22,590. End of February, we had 14,590. And March here, we have 11,970. You might be asking, what made the prior 2 months so much higher than the current month that we're in, which is March? And that's because if you check the individual categories, you can see that there are some discrepancies in the numbers. We're pretty much ending the month, since it is the 28th that I'm recording this, at around 12,000 crystals. And this is, from what I'm understanding from talking within the community, this is pretty much our baseline. If anyone asks how many crystals are recurring monthly, after you burn through your one-time crystal clear rewards, it's about 12,000. I think it's going to be hovering in that range. As we can see, these numbers do kind of fluctuate, even the daily missions, depending on how many days in the month you have. Events totally determined by that specific event, or those events that are released that month. Daily logins seems to vary a lot, right? 6,100, 6,600, and then 4,300 for the month of March. And gifts, of course, going to depend on what kinds of celebrations or compensations come our way. But I believe 12,000 is a very comfortable number to tell people as the game is currently. We can see that they also did a graph, if you like looking at different graphical charts, line graphs in particular. And then sheet 6 doesn't have anything here but log. This is the itemized report that lays out every single item making up those total amounts in their respective categories that we just looked at. So this keeps track of every individual crystal income that comes our way. Just a very nice, simple to navigate through, yet detailed report that gives us a nice image of how many actual recurring crystals we're getting, or what you can expect to get as an end game player. And of course, I love this resource because at the moment, right, we can say 12,000 at the time I'm recording this. However, that may change. We don't know. Big QOL updates coming for the 3-year anniversary may introduce more sources of recurring crystal income. we can pray and hope, right, for the free-to-play player base, even though your boy has definitely converted to a pay-to-play player. I will always stand by the thought that a healthy free-to-play player base in any kind of microtransaction game signifies a healthy game overall. Incredible resource. Big shout out to, of course, Lake and BCR being the first contributors here. Hopefully we'll have other members in the community step up if anything happens with these guys moving forward. And another incredible, great resource that I wanted to shout out, highlight in a video, and provide the links in the description and pinned comment below if you want to check it out for yourself to watch it as it continues to update. Guys, remember to go check me out on Twitch. I've been hanging out over there a lot more often. I think I'm going to take a little break from Elden Ring, jump over to a little indie game. Shout out to Iva's Mute. Gone through a lot of different names in the Buddha Gang Discord, but for showing me this little indie game called Tunic that I want to try out just to change things up, mix it up, keep things fresh over in the variety gaming that we do on the Buddha Gang Twitch channel. So that's all I got for you this time, guys. Like, subscribe, bell noties for anyone who is new. Y'all know the YouTube drill. And with all that being said, y'all know what we say: work hard, play hard. See you in the next video.